Hey there everyone, welcome to another Expedition 33 video. So after doing billions of damage with Mael, you must be bored and looking for a Verso build that destroys the Endgame and New Game Plus in Expedition 33. Today I have an incredible and super fun Verso build for you that destroys the most powerful endgame enemies in just one simple move. That's it. Also, if you are looking for an early game build, I have linked that in the description. I will tell you everything from the best weapon, best pictos and luminas, where to put your attributes and what really is the skill rotation. So without further ado, let's get started. So our party will be Verso with Mael and CL. Let's quickly see the attributes first. For Mael, we are going to max out Might, Agility and Defense. For CL, we will max out Might, Agility and Luck. And for our main hero, Verso, we will max out Vitality, Might and Agility. Great. Now let's see the weapons. So for Mael, we are using Yeverum. You get this from a trader in Renoir's draft after unlocking the underwater going technique with SQE. This weapon is amazing. Let's see. Applying Shell gives one shield also. Works very well with our powerful shield luminas, which says 10% damage increase for each shield. And on applying shield gives 1 AP also. And the last thing, when we switch to Virtuosa stance, it doubles all shields, which means double the damage. Now with CL, we are using Lethison, which is another amazing buffing weapon. And for our hero, Verso, we use Simoso, which deals light damage on any damage dealt with skills, and also have a chance to apply burn on enemies. And you can't die if you are at least rank A. Only issue, the hardest boss in the game drops this weapon. I know, but let me give you some tip for the boss. Use my previous build. Use everything as I exactly said, but use first strike on Mael too, so she can play first. And for skill rotation, use last chance first and then use Tendal. Done. Boss is dead in 2 turns. Congratulations, you have the weapon. Alright, now let's see the skills. For Mael, only 2 skills. Offensive switch and last chance. With CL, only 2 skills. Fortune's Fury and Intervention. And with Verso, 3 skills. Follow up, Overload and Radiant Slash. That's it. Feel free to add any other skills you like. Now I have added a new segment in the build. Number of Lumina points you need. Let's see. Verso 359. Mael 265. CL 208. Now let's talk about Luminas and Pictos. Firstly, for CL, we only use her for her skills, which are Fortune's Fury and Intervention. So these are the Luminas. Nothing important, but feel free to use anything you like. And in Pictos, put speed in priority. Now for Mael. Let's start. Auto Rush, Greater Rush, Cheater is obvious, some damage skills like First Offensive, Confident Fighter, Glass Cannon, Immaculate, Inverted Affinity, and most important are our buff skills like Longer Powerful, Powerful Shield, SOS Power, SOS Shell, Stay Marked. Everything else you can see here. And in Pictos, I have prioritized speed and critical strike. Greater Defenseless is a good one. Now let's talk about Verso. He is a very Luminas heavy character. And it's gonna take forever if I start explaining every Lumina here. But basically, what we are doing is taking as much damage Luminas as we can. And taking free aim shot skills, marking skills and buffing skills. You can see everything right here. Plus, you can just ask me in the comments as well. I am very active there. But let me still tell you some important Luminas. Acceleration shots, augmented aim, auto rush, beneficial contamination, breaker, breaking burn, breaking shots, burning mark, burning shots, energizing burn, energizing shots, energy master. These are all the important ones. Well, basically all are important, but still put these in priority. Now time to see the skill rotation. We will start with Mael's turn. She will use last chance, switch to Virtuosa stance, and give shields to Verso. Then use offensive switch to apply greater defenseless to enemy. If there are multiple enemies, use base attack. In our build, base attack can also apply greater defenseless. Now it's Verso's turn. First turn, use overload and get to rank A. Now just use free aim shots to get to S rank. This is the super fun part of the build I was talking about. Keep shooting, don't stop. You don't need to stop until you run out of AP.
Last ditch effort.
Now it's CL's turn. Just use Fortune's Fury and then Intervention in that order on Verso. Now it's Verso's turn again. Same thing. Free aim shots until you see that you have 2 AP left. Then we will use follow up because if you haven't read, damage increased for each free aim shots this turn. Boom! Even the endgame enemies have no chance against you. Now it's time to use follow up and one hit any endgame boss in the game. That's it. Enjoy. Alright, that wraps up my overpowered endgame Verso build. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment if you have any questions or tweaks and subscribe for more Expedition 33 videos. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.